Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, big changes are coming to Throne and Liberty servers in Korea. These changes will be about balance between weapons, and this is very important. You know why? Because all the changes which we can see on servers in Korea, one day in the future, we will have sooner or later for global release of Throne and Liberty. Let's check what is happening on servers in Korea regarding balance between weapons. Many changes regarding different kind of weapons, and this will have huge influence in combat of Throne and Liberty. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. As you can see, I'm already here on official website of Throne and Liberty in Korea. We are going to check in details what kind of changes are coming regarding balance between weapons. Just to remind you before that you can check my live streams on Twitch every evening about 6 p.m. Central European Time. Join me on Twitch if you are interested into Throne and Liberty to get updated what is currently happening with the game, and also if you have any kind of questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer. So visit me on Twitch, probably right now while you are watching this video, I'm already live over there on Twitch. Now let's get back to the main topic of this video. So we have here new post from developers of the game, NCSoft, advanced notice of combat balance adjustments for each weapon. This is actually really interesting. Are these actually final preparation for global release of Throne and Liberty? Because before global release, they need to still adjust balance between weapons. So it is possible. Let's see what we have here. We plan to adjust the combat balance for each weapon throughout an update on Wednesday, May 8th. May 8th. That is actually next Wednesday. That is actually pretty soon. We have prepared advance notice to disclose the direction of balance adjustments and major changes and communicate with you. This is rough translation from Korean language to English language. Keep that in mind. So some things maybe will not be completely clear, but you will get a general idea what is happening regarding balance between weapons. Please leave your comment on the upcoming updates in developer feed below. Okay, you have here some link, developer feed post link. This is this here. The direction of balance adjustments and major changes are summarized in the following notice post. So they are returning back to forward link. The balance adjustments on May 8th was prepared with two broad goals. I want to hear this. First, we adjusted the skills to balance the large differences in damage between weapons. Oh, this is interesting. So they will nerf some weapons for sure, and they will buff some other weapons. That's 100%. Second, we have made adjustments to prevent situations where tensions between attack and defense decreases due to the lack of countermeasures during interpersonal combat. This is interesting. So they're balancing out really everything. Guys, let's go back to check what's happening over there. Overall skill balance adjustments. Wow. As the level of equipment and skills increased and special effects given to various equipment were added, it was confirmed that there was a difference in damage for each weapon, even though the equipment and skills were at the same level. Accordingly, we would like to make balanced adjustments such as adjusting the damage for each weapon to be balanced and upgrading some skills to increase damage in other directions. For more detailed information, we'll provide detailed information for each weapon after item 2. Wait, I already see this purple. This is important. The duration of all CC crowd control skills is reduced. No way. This is an interesting change. The stun duration of two-handed sword, shock strike, has been reduced, and the cooldown time has been reduced. Okay, so they have reduced time duration, but they have also reduced cooldown. Which is interesting, right? You'll be able to use that skill more often. The silence duration of Dagger shadow attack has been reduced, and the activation probability has been improved. I mean, this is actually a buff because activation probability has been improved. That was for Dagger. This is very good news for Dagger. The binding duration of Longbow binding arrow is reduced, and the suppression effect is applied to immune targets, allowing use of linked skills. The duration of petrification, freeze of the staff, frozen tomb has been reduced. The same applies to monsters as before. The duration of sleep, curse of the magic wand, nightmare bog has been reduced. The same applies to the monsters as before. This is interesting, guys. Let's go further. Let's check specifically for each weapon what is happening here. Longsword. In PvE content, including cooperative dungeons, skills are designed to enable players to become tankers. However, with the recent addition of high-level cooperative dungeons and the gap in DPS between players, we have been able to confirm that these are cases where players are unable to perform their roles. To maintain smooth tanking, the hostility value for all skills is increased. I mean, they are increasing aggro, which is kind of logical, right? So probably they have noticed that whoever is tanking, some kind of boss in the game, cannot keep aggro because there are some other DPS weapons. They are out DPSing for sure, tanking character, right? And they are taking aggro. Some DPS will take aggro instead of the tank. So increasing hostility, aggro, right? They are increasing aggro. Value across skills has been increased to make it easier to manage aggro. This is good. This is good. So if you are tank, this is good news for you, right? You'll be able to really tank some big bosses and stuff like that. The effects of some skills have been adjusted to allow you to manage hostility throughout a variety of means, depending on the situation. Roar of provocation is improved to always hit monsters, including bosses. The chain hook steel is improved to obtain maximum aggro from the target when it hits monsters. So, for sword and shield, they are increasing aggro or hostility so that you can actually tank in some hard content, that you not have situation that some DPS character, DPS, right, combination weapons, will take aggro from you because you cannot perform that good in DPS, but you are tank. So you should have that hostility on a higher value. This is kind of logical, actually, right? Two-handed sword, Greatsword. It was designed as a combat mechanism that maximizes damage throughout linked skills, starting with powerful status alignments. However, we are able to confirm that the cooldown time of the skills that are dynamically connected starting from Shock Strike was inconsistent, causing a disruption in the flow of the battle. Cooldown time is adjusted to allow for linking of major skills. Impact Blow, Ascension Slash, Guillotine Blade. I'm currently playing, I can show you here actually. Look, I'm currently playing a Longbow Greatsword combination. These were some of the skills right over there. Okay, so regarding Greatsword, looks like they want to make skills a little bit more dynamic in generally. I don't see any kind of big other change regarding Greatsword here, regarding cooldowns or regarding hostility or aggro. But regarding Greatsword, looks like they're talking here about dynamically connecting skills, right, together. So they want to make it more fast-paced. We'll see about that. Dagger. Will they nerf Dagger? To be or not to be? Let's see. Although Dagger has a long cooldown time, it is designed as a skill mechanism that causes high damage instantaneously and delivers it in one shot. It was somewhat intentional to use the synergy of Crossbow Seize Opportunity passive and the Dagger Poison to compensate for weakness. But as the player grows, its effectiveness becomes excessively high. And because of this, we are able to see trends of only looking for specific weapon combination in various content. I think they will nerf Dagger. I think we will adjust some of the effects that are focused on the moment, but make changes so that the effects can be maintained in the long term. The damage of Cruel Cut and the Dead Brand has been reduced. Oh, look at this! Damage reducing for the Dagger. Yeah, I mean, Dagger is currently very powerful. Even more powerful as a secondary weapon than as primary weapon, as a main weapon, right? Because passive skills of the Dagger will highly increase your crit strike and damage overall, and also in generally skills of the Dagger, like to use it as a secondary weapon, like stealth, invisibility, like ambush, jump behind the target and hit it, right? And also a poison are really nice. Dagger is currently too much powerful as secondary weapon. Whatever you want to play, basically what is currently happening in the game, right? Dagger is so good as a secondary weapon that basically all you need to worry which weapon will be your main. Then you just pick secondary weapon Dagger and that's it, you are ready to go, right? So they are obviously, yeah, they have intention to nerf Dagger, which is kind of natural. There is nothing strange. But a skill reuse time has been reduced to maintain DPS for a long time. What? Oh, come on, seriously? This is not really a nerf. So they did reduce damage. But they have reduced also skill reuse time, cooldown. That sounds really good to me. That doesn't sound really like nerfing. Venom injection stop life regeneration effect has been changed to gradually reduce life regeneration throughout overlap. Frantic sword dance and black wind spirit skills activate secondary weapon attack and the damage is increased. I don't know, this doesn't sound really like nerfing. That doesn't sound like nerf. Guys, what do you think? It's a nerf, will be auto mana. Okay. Yeah, so mana will be problem now. So guys, mana will be problem now. So they did reduce damage here on Cruel Cut and Death Brand, but they have also reduced cooldown on those skills. Mana will be problem 100% now. But I didn't see anything about passive abilities of the dagger. Will they change passive abilities? Poison. Is this final preparation for global release? Is this final preparation for global release? Guys, this means we really could get release of the game in July. Seriously, we really could get release of the game in July. Because this update will be implemented on May 8th. May 8th. There is still time to put this in a global version of the game. Right? Let's see. Further, a longbow. A longbow has a long range and powerful attacks. That's true. As well as skills to support allies in various ways. Yes. However, we would like to improve the situation where the intended strengthening effect was not felt in PvE because the strengthening effect targeting binding, one of the main mechanisms, does not apply to targets that were immune to binding, such as bosses. Okay? When using binding arrow, one very important skill of longbow, I'm playing longbow and I'll probably play longbow as my main weapon for a global release of the game. I still didn't decide what will be my secondary weapon, but probably longbow will be my main weapon. When using binding arrow, the oppression effect is granted, which allows you to receive a linked effect. When using binding arrow, the oppressing effect is given, and the linked skill effect can be received even during boss battles. Really? Okay. The effectiveness of some skills has been increased to make them more useful. The damage of fierce arrow increases, and when it hits the central target, a reduction in cooldown time is applied. Really? Wait a second, I need to check that immediately. They mean flash arrow. This is it. It's a little bit wrong translation. Because this skill, until now, this skill, flash arrow, is very useful in PvP. But in PvE, no way, nothing. Okay, let's go back. This is interesting. The duration of nature grace is improved, and the life force regeneration effect is changed from a fixed value to coefficient based. Wait, they mean on nature grace? They mean this, nature blessing. This is a health regeneration which longbow have. Oh guys, I'm definitely playing longbow for my main. They are buffing longbow. They are buffing longbow. Let's check crossbow. Ooh, crossbow. Currently in the game, you know that if you're following my YouTube channel and my live streams, crossbow, dagger, and in general crossbow is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Crossbow dagger is absolutely insanely high damage, and let's see what they will do with crossbow. Crossbow is designed to enable stylish combat with fast attack speed. Absolutely, yes. Constant attacks, yes. And various movement-related skills, and it is intended to play that maintains high DPS by utilizing a reduction in cooldown time. Okay. However, the combination of the high number of hits and additional damage increase effects of the dual-wielding weapons and the ability to create a sub-weapon activation probability that is close to certain is causing explosive DPS to be maintained for a longer period of time. So wait a second. They are nerfing. They will nerf crossbow. They will nerf crossbow. By adjusting the effects of some skills, the damage will be slightly more curved. The sub-weapon activation probability of selfless infiltration is reduced. The additional damage of mortal mark has been reduced, and the recovery amount reduction effect has been added to the skill. So they are nerfing Crossbow. Guys, this was expected. You know, seriously, right? To nerf a little bit Dagger and Crossbow, I didn't expect they will actually buff a Longbow. But I like it. I like it. Cane. Let's go with the cane. Actually, cane is staff. We can see here later magic wand that is on the end. So, staff. The wand was designed as a weapon. No, it's actually staff. It's actually staff. A last weapon here on the list you can see here is magic wand. Last, right? Is it? Yeah, it is. This is cane is staff. The staff was designed as a weapon that was built up by stacking various effects and then delivered by powerful blow. However, it takes a long time to prepare for a build-up, and during the process it was confirmed that some DPS is lacking compared to the other weapons, so we would like to make up for this. Okay, so they are buffing staff. Definitely. DPS increased during play that overlaps ignition. The damage of fire bombs has been strengthened. The additional magic ball firing effect of mana ball eruption is also activated when skill projectiles are fired. The effect of the main skill is increased. Lightning strike of judgment, cooldown time and mana consumption has been reduced. The damage of ice spear has been increased, and the cooldown time and mana consumption has been reduced. The cooldown time of high concentration has been greatly reduced. Guys, they are buffing stuff. Surprising? Not really. Not really. I know already now that Staff Dagger is very powerful combination of weapons, Staff Dagger, but in general I had always feeling that magical weapons in this game until now were a little bit like on lower level than other weapons. So they are buffing Staff and Longbow, and they are nerfing Dagger and Crossbow. Yeah, good. And on the end, we have healing weapon, currently the only healing weapon in Throne of Liberty, Magic Wand. The Magic Wand was designed to be an essential weapon within the party, as it deals not only various status alignments for overlapping damage, such as curses, weakness, and sleep, but also recovery and support for party members. Yes, currently this is the only real healing weapon in Throne of Liberty with 4 healing abilities and in general with support abilities. With this update, skill damage amplification will be changed to apply to recovery skills as well. However, due to concerns that PvP efficiency may become excessive in the process, we have had to adjust the effects of some skills. Skill damage amplification has been changed to apply to recovery skills, improving the overall healing amount. The skill damage amplification stat effect is applied to all recovery skill related skills. In order to adjust the excessive recovery effect due to Barrier of Grace combo, the effect's amplification value will be partially reduced downwards. The effect of some skills have been adjusted to enhance their usability. The hero effect of Curse Explosion has been changed to the base damage to continuous damage amplification. We have strengthened the usability of the skill by reducing the cooldown time of Maze of Bad Favor. So, they are also buffing Wand. They are buffing healing abilities and little bit of damage. Guys, interesting update. This is huge. So we have seen what we have seen. They are nerfing Dagger and Crossbow. They are buffing Wand, Staff, and Longbow. And regarding, actually they are also buffing a little bit the Greatsword, like more putting it into dynamic type of the combat. And regarding Sword and Shield and Sword, they are increasing hostility effect or aggro effect. Big changes, massive changes in Korea today, guys. This is really huge. And I have to say, this could be final preparation, final balancing before global release. What do you think, guys? This looks to me like final balancing of weapons before global release. Seriously. Right? It is possible. I mean, I'm hoping, I'm only guessing, but you can see here, very good move today from NCSoft. These new changes will be implemented already on May 8th. May 8th, that is next Wednesday on servers in Korea. And that means that all of these changes, possibly, we will see already for global release of Throne of Liberty. So, guys, Good news coming from Korea today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are interested into Throne and Liberty. Check my live streams on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. I am live streaming every evening about 6 p.m. Central European Time. Join me on Twitch if you are interested into Throne and Liberty. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, be free to ask, and also to keep you updated what is happening currently in World of Throne and Liberty. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you soon with another Throne and Liberty video.